Hi all. Today I would like to share some information on electric current. That means AC current. Okay. So before moving into the topic, we have already studied about the currents, right? Current, voltage, and everything. So to have a current in the circuit, we need to have a voltage in the circuit, right? So this current can be categorized into two types. One is AC current and another one is DC current. Okay. So first of all, the generated current is AC current only. So from the generation, we are purely obtaining the AC current only. Okay. So that topic only today I'm going to share. Okay. Okay, so what is alternating current? That means AC current. So it is shortly abbreviated as AC. AC stands for alternating current. So from the name itself, alternating current, it changes its cycles alternatively, positive, negative, positive, negative, higher, positive maximum, negative maximum, positive maximum, negative maximum. Okay, so this is also flow of charges only, flow of electric charges only. Okay, but this flow of charges is moving alternatively. Okay, so from zero to maximum position, and then maximum to zero position, and then zero to negative maximum position. Like, look at this diagram. It shows the clear information on this introduction. So from zero position to positive maximum position, and positive maximum position to zero, and zero to again negative maximum position, and negative maximum position to again zero. So likewise it changes its cycles alternatively. Okay, alternatively means positive, negative, positive, negative. Likewise this AC current is flowing in the electrical circuit. Okay, so the one complete cycle is called as wavelength, lambda, right? Wavelength, the time taken to complete one complete cycle is called as time period. Okay, the time which is taken to complete a positive full positive half cycle and full negative half cycle. Okay, so this fully positive half cycle and this fully negative half cycle, so the total together positive half cycle plus negative half cycle is together called to be the one complete cycle or one complete period, time taken, time period. Okay, fine. So this time period means complete cycle. Okay, and next one, the number of completed cycles or periods per second. So how many completed cycles are happening per second is called as frequency. That is represented with the symbol Hz. Okay, hertz. The unit of frequency is hertz. Okay, fine. Next topic is amplitude. This AC current, what is amplitude? So look at this amplitude in the diagrammatic representation. This is the amplitude, positive maximum side or negative maximum side also you can measure this value of amplitude. Okay, the height. Okay, from 0% to maximum position, or 0% to negative maximum position. So either of the maximum positions you can consider it as an amplitude. Okay, so look at this. So it goes on negative direction, positive direction, negative direction, positive direction. Okay, so this diagrammatic representation, animatic representation also shows the information of alternating the currents, right? That is what it is called as alternative current, alternating current. So it changes its durations frequently, right? Alternatively, right? So from the AC power source, right? So the AC power source is powering the supply to the load, and in an alternative way, like a positive direction, negative direction, positive direction, negative direction. Okay, so that we do not use positive negative symbol for this AC source. Okay, so here the concept is alternating current is not constant. Why this alternating current is not constant? So as you have seen the diagram, right? So it changes its magnitude with respect to time, right? Otherwise, completed cycles are changing alternatively, right? The cycles are going. See, the cycle goes alternatively, right? Changes positive maximum, negative maximum, positive maximum, negative maximum, positive maximum, negative maximum, positive maximum shows in yellow color, and negative maximum shows in white colored, right? Fully half cycle, right? So what is given? The alternating current not only reverses direction but also changes its magnitude also. Okay, so magnitude, this 0 2 plus 0 2 minus, this is the magnitude. Okay, so the height of 0 to plus or 0 to negative maximum is magnitude. So this magnitude also subject to be changed because of the change of cycles with respect to time. Okay, so anyway, the cycles are not going to be constant, and its value of amplitude is also not going to be constant. That is why alternating current is not constant, changeable. Okay, it is changing with respect to time. Okay, so the magnitude of alternating current or voltage changes with respect to time. The current changes, voltage also changes according to the Ohm's law, right? Fine. So this is a positive maximum or positive peak. Peak means maximum, negative maximum, and thus one complete cycle is completed. Okay, one complete cycle is from here to here. This is the completed cycle. Okay, one complete cycle, right? Okay. In this next slide, we are going to see the symbol of AC voltage source. That means AC current. Okay, AC, because of the AC voltage only AC current is there, right? Fine. So it is represented by the sinusoidal waveform. There are many waveforms available in electrical engineering: sinusoidal waveform, square waveform, rectangular waveform. Okay, so many format are there. So here the AC voltage is represented by the symbol sinusoidal, sine waveform. Okay, why it is given like this? Because this represents positive cycle and this represents negative cycle. So shortly, to represent the AC voltage waveform, it changes its magnitude alternatively, it changes its value cycles alternatively. That is why we are representing the AC voltage, which is delivering the AC current, which is helpful for delivering the AC current in this symbol. Okay, look at this animated presentation. So here, for a moment it goes in this direction, and for a moment this goes in negative direction, changes its directions, right? So look at this. Here this dot goes in positive side and it goes in one direction. When it goes to negative side, it goes in another direction, right? So it changes its direction. That means positive cycle, negative cycle, positive cycle, negative cycle. Okay, so as well as its magnitude also. Magnitude means positive maximum, negative maximum. Okay, so that is why we cannot mark this representation with the plus and minus symbol. We do not use it often. Okay, because it's not a unidirectional current. Okay, so it is a bidirectional current, both directions. Okay, positive direction, negative directions. So how this AC current is generated or AC voltage is generated? Okay, because the most commonly used alternating current source is an AC generator. We call it as alternator. Okay, alternator is the electrical machine which is generating the alternating current. Okay, so that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. AC generator. Okay, or alternator. Fine. So look at this. This lab is powered by AC voltage source. Okay, so we are going to see that how AC current is being generated with the help of a simple loop diagram, a simple representation. Okay, so look at this. Here voltage is generated, right? Positive voltage, zero, negative voltage. This is representing the negative voltage. This is representing the positive voltage. Positive plus V, and here minus V, in between neutral, zero voltage, right? So look at this waveform: positive maximum, zero, and negative maximum. Okay, zero, positive maximum, negative, zero, negative maximum. It goes on like this, right? So let me tell you shortly about this representation. Look at this. So this is the rectangular coil. Rectangular coil, ABCD we used to study, right? Okay, so this is the slip rings. Slip rings. This red color is representing the slip rings, and here we will connect the prime mover. Okay, so prime mover is the one which is helping this entire coil to rotate. Okay, fine. That we can connect the engines or motors. Okay, fine. So this is the output load. The voltmeter is connected parallel to this output load to measure the voltage in the output side, and so this represents magnetic field setup. Okay, so this is the magnetic field setup. We can take the dynamo also, cycle dynamo. Yeah, see, cycle dynamo is the best example for beginners, right? How the EMF is generated. So this line representing the flux magnetic field lines, how the magnetic field lines is available. So it shows the magnetic field lines, this lines, right? Blue color lines. Okay, fine. So the concept is Faraday's law of electromagnetic, EM stands for electromagnetic induction, is being used here. Whenever a conductor is present in the magnetic field or cutting the flux lines. Whenever a conductor is cutting the flux lines and EMF is induced. So this conductor, this coil is about to cut this flux lines offered by this magnetic field setup, and which will induce the AC current to the split rings, and the process, this end is process, and the process will collect this current and make it available to this load of resistance R, which is measured by this voltmeter setup. Okay, this is how EMF is generated in generator. Okay, so this is a simple loop generator. Okay, one more time I will show you. So this is being rotated by some external means. Okay, that is prime mover. Okay, we have to rotate. Okay, so with the help of some motors whichever is offering the mechanical output. Okay, motors and some drives or engines outputs are, mechanical output, right? Fine. So when it is rotating inside the magnetic field, it is about to cut these flux lines and EMF is generated. Zero, plus maximum, negative maximum. So that is why this current is called to be alternating current. It changes its magnitude alternatively. This is the concept. It changes its magnitude alternatively. 0 to plus max and 0 to minus V max. Okay. So this is the concept. Can you all understand? You will get it. Okay, fine. Next, we are going to see the interesting section, applications. Okay, so merely discussing is going to be waste, right? So without applications, right? So applications, it is mainly used in the transmission side. Okay, so this AC voltage is mainly used in transmission side because it reduces the transmission line losses. Okay, so here generating station and step up transformer stepping up the voltage with the high voltage only, we will transmit the power from one end to another end, and another end the voltage is being reduced, stepped down. Okay, and then distribution side we will get this supply through the service mains. Okay, so look at this, how it reduces the loss. See this power law equation, P is equal to PA, I is equal to P by V. So here one representation. Here we wanted to transmit 120 kilowatts of power from one generating station to another receiving end station. Okay, so with the help of 240 voltage, how it will produce losses, and 24,000 volt, how it will produce losses. Okay, so while transferring this 120 kilowatt of power with 240 volt, we have got 100 kilowatts of electrical power being wasted. 100 kilowatt in 120 kilowatt. Okay, so 83% loss nearly. Okay, so more than 75% means it is really waste, right? So when it is transferring at a voltage of 24,000 voltage, that is why it is stepped up here, stepped up. Okay, so see the losses only 10 watts. That means 0.0083% losses only 10 watts out of 120 kilowatts. So 110 kilowatts can be gained, right? So we are transmitting the power with high voltage in transmission side. Okay, so here mainly the AC supply is used. And in transformer side, so transformers are of various types. Distribution transformer that we are using in distribution side, measurement transformer like current transformer, potential transformer, measuring the current and voltage in 11 kV line, 66 kV line, 132 kV line. Okay, so kV lines, substations measurement. And power transformer is used in the power generating stations. Okay, so in all the cases the transformer is used, and it is using the AC voltage or AC current. Okay, this is a step down transformer, this is a step up transformer. Okay, because number of turns in primary winding is greater than the number of turns in the secondary winding. Here step up transformer, because number of turns in the secondary winding is greater than the number of turns in the primary winding. So likewise here and all, in primary side we are offering the AC voltage only. Here we are getting the AC voltage only, but secondary AC current. Okay, so reduced AC current or increased AC current. Look at this is the primary coil, this is secondary coil. Primary side voltage is AC, secondary side voltage is also AC or AC current. Okay, so here according to the mutual inductance principle, the transformer is working under the case. Okay, so transformer is the secondary current is being induced mutually. Okay, from primary winding to secondary windings is mutually induced according to the mutual inductance principles. Okay, here also the AC power source is only used. Okay, so we will talk about this transformer in another presentation. Okay. And in all our home appliances, most of our home appliances, AC supply is only used. Okay, alternating current is mainly used in like iron box and hair dryer and fans and many things, right? AC and lamps and the refrigerator and mixie grinder and many places. Okay, fans, electrical fans, okay, wall fans, and many places we are in many appliances, home based appliances, AC supply is used. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you are not yet subscribed yet, you can subscribe now. And if you are interested our channel, and you can share it to your friends, and you can share our information and your doubts to our comment box. And thank you very much.